twisty turns of Dry Bones Burnout, the awful traction at Wario Shipyard. But if you think the traction on Wario Shipyard is bad, Starry Peak is worse. Last Mario Kart World video, I remastered my top 5 favorite Mario Kart World tracks, and today I'm doing the same thing to my top 5 worst Mario Kart World tracks video, both of which I made last summer, and I am remastering them so that they are a whole lot better. Obviously, my opinions have changed since a year ago, so this one is a doozy of a change from a year ago. If you guys like this video, spread out your dragon wings and slap that like button. Also, if you're not new to my channel, click the subscribe button to join the Dragon Gang today, and click the notification bell to never miss a video. Let's go ahead and get started with number 5, which is actually right here. Last year was Boo Cinema. This year that track is number 5 of my top 5 best favorite tracks. This year, number 5 of my worst Mario Kart World tracks belongs to Dandelion Depths. The traction definitely isn't terrible like the other water tracks are, because of those constant jump boosts you can do, but it's definitely kind of bad in a sense. And to be fully honest with you, I am still not very good with the water tracks. Unless I have some form of boost, like a star, or a mushroom, or a bullet bell, I am just not very good on the water. I am not. Even in Mario Kart 8, which I've been playing a little bit, honestly, Mario Kart 8, the traction there is just 10 times worse than in Mario Kart 8 than it is in Mario Kart World. So Mario Kart World makes Mario Kart 8 look inferior from a water track standpoint. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Dandelion Depths, number 5 worst tracks for me, in my opinion. Now let's move on to number 4. Do not be fooled by the friendly festival-like atmosphere of Choo Choo Falls, because once you get in the water area, it is totally bonkers. It is totally bonkers and honestly extremely hard to drive. I don't even know how I managed to win a couple of races here, even with all the boosts, but right here is why it's number 4 on my list. It wasn't even on my list last year, but this year it is, because the traction at Choo Choo Falls in online play is just absolutely abysmal. It is not fun to race on in online play. It's garbage. It really is. Beautiful track and all, but the turns and everything just absolutely sucks. And that's why Choo Choo Falls is number 4 on the list. Wario Shipyard was number 4 on my list of worst Mario Kart World tracks last year. This year it falls to number 3, because for me, I have gone a little bit worse. And yet I somehow won a knockout tour where Wario Shipyard was the final stage in the Spinning Valley. I still don't know how I won that, and for some reason I can't beat the f***ing Super U's in the Spinning Valley, and somehow I won an online race in that. And honestly, sometimes physics are just weird. Sometimes the RNG with items is just plain weird. And honestly, I don't know what more I can say about Wario Shipyard, except that it is really, really unpredictable. It really is one of the most unpredictable tracks in Mario Kart World. And I just can't believe I gave it the benefit of the doubt by placing it at number 4 last year. That's why it's getting dropped to number 3. You know, I really used to like Starview Peak, but recently, not so much. That is why Starview Peak is at number 2 Now, Starview Peak is number 2 this year, mainly because of this area right here. The traction on the water on Starview Peak is, at times, a lot worse than it is at Wario Shipyard. That's why Wario Shipyard is one spot better than Starview Peak. Don't get me wrong, I love the Northern Lights, the easy at Starview Peak, which are best viewed at night in game. But honestly, for me, yeah, Starview Peak's just not my favorite anymore. It is not a track I am good at, like I used to be. And honestly, I think I prefer Wario Shipyard just a little bit more than Starview Peak. Only a little bit. And that's just because my headcanon is Daisy likes the water tracks. She likes them. I hate them. It's a kind of a funny little dynamic I have between me and my favorite character here, Daisy. Kind of ironic and everything. Now let's go to number 1, which is the exact same track I showed briefly at the beginning of this video, Dry Bones Burnout. And honestly, I think Dry Bones Burnout and Airship Fortress, which was the number 1 ranked worst track on my list last year, Dry Bones Burnout being number 2. I think both deserve to be tied for the worst tracks ever in the all of Mario Kart world. They really are the worst tracks, both of them. It's no wonder they got 1 and 2 respectively last year, and it's no wonder I am officially declaring Dry Bones Burnout number 1 this year, and Airship Fortress, similar reason, too many narrow twisted turns, was by a small margin. It is just absolutely abysmal as I keep getting myself thrown into the llama here. Which, by the way, it's because of how much I suck at steering sometimes on these tracks like this. It's exactly why I play with smart steering, both online and in offline play. And honestly, call it what you wanna, call smart steering what you wanna, but I have won a few knockout tours with smart steering on. And that's not luck. That is experience. I have played racing games for almost 20 years at this point. And honestly, it's a strengths and weakness thing. Everyone has their strengths and weaknesses with racing in video games. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this video here. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, spread out your dragon wings and slap that like button. Also, if you're all new to my channel, click the subscribe button to join the Dragon Gang today, and click the notification bell to never miss a video. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.